Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up? It's DaZ Exotic, baby. Introduce yourself.
God dang, Dad, it's Joe K, man. It's Joe K. I'm here. I'm ready for the party. I'm ready to, start off the new year right. I figured there's no better way to do that than with DaZ Exotic himself. Let's Vibe TV.
You already know where the vibes is always high. Today, we're going to be discussing something coming up, and we're going to give y'all 30 seconds to get into the motherfucking room. All right. So there has been an announcement. Yo, I gotta say first, before we get into this, all 2023, I will not be popping peas. I have finally decided to attach the screen filter. I've always wanted people to see my face.
yeah, I hear you. Dude, I got this thing over the mic. You know what I mean? So like that helps with the plosives and stuff like that. You know.
What up? What up? We got RG all day in the building. We got Milk and Joe Entertainment in the
Milk and
motherfucking
Joe.
building.
Milk and Joe. All right.
Yeah, that's a different Joe. There's a lot of Joes.
There's a lot of Joes in this world, man. You know, we're just regular guys out here doing extraordinary things. What can I say?
Yeah. There's a lot of rappers. There's a lot of rappers out in this world too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, because of that, Kato On The Track and Futuristic are doing the Sound Advice Tour, and it starts January 21st.
It's very interesting, Daz. It's very interesting. It's this is not something, everyone when they have an idea, they think that it's the first time that somebody's come up with such an idea. And in reality, it's the same idea with a different mask on it, okay? And
yeah.
I have no problem, with the idea. I think from a business perspective, it's a very interesting idea. We're gonna dive right into all that, I'm sure, Daz, but it's kind of been done before in different ways.
It's been done at tons of times, but I think it's became an oversaturated field. And what makes this interesting is it's almost an evolution of the concept. Before we get into it, we will let them explain themselves what they're supposedly doing. Let's pull up the Instagram and see what is cooking here. He says he's going on tour. All it says is tickets in bio. They really want you
back
to know.
on the road, baby. The Sound Advice Tour is back starting January 21st. I'm back on the road coming to y'all cities for the Sound Advice Tour. And check it out. This time, I'm bringing the homie Futuristic with me. We're adding a big open mic concert in the evening, so y'all artists can pull up, sign up for the open mic, and perform in front of a live audience. And of course, we're still doing the Sound Advice workshop during the day. Only 40 tickets available for those workshops. Highly exclusive. We just announced the first 4 cities that we're going to. We're adding a ton more. Cannot wait to see you guys. Ticket link in bio. See y'all there. Back on the road, baby. The Sound Advice Tour is back.
Hold on. Let's see what the third page is. it's funny. It's really interesting because oh my gosh, bring music on flat. Airdrop the DJ. That shows how serious they take
I-
the performances that are going to take.
Let's pause for just a second. What is wrong from your perspective when you see this? What do you feel is wrong with this scenario?
I mean, let's take this out the way so we can talk about it. Personally, for me, I'm not saying anything is wrong yet. I mean, first off, why is there no price written anywhere in there?
You got to get down the
seems-
links. You got to get in. You got to click the links. You know, you got to click the links, and then they give like prices. And let me tell you, I went down the rabbit hole the other day. It ain't cheap. It ain't. I mean, depending on what you want, there's different packets. I mean,
there's only 40 spots.
But
I don't mean to cut you off. Go on.
No, you're good. You're good. Like, there's cheaper packages, and then there's like the whole VIP thing and thing like that. Like, I think where it gets really interesting with this whole thing is you have one piece that's a workshop, right? Like, hey, here's some like tips for being an artist and being in the business and this, that, and the other thing. Like, both these guys are really good music business people. Like, they've been around for a long time. They've been knee deep in it. I respect their grind. I respect what they've built. Especially Kato. Like, when you watch for Kato left a pretty crappy situation. Like, he got into with the Funk Volume crowd pretty early on through some of the Funk Volume contests and things like that. And like a lot of those guys kind of fell off, to be quite honest with you. Like, you don't hear much about a lot of them. You know, you hear like JB every once in a while, like he's going out there, he's doing some stuff. But like Kato, out of that whole crop of like artists, you know, from that breakup, he's really been the one that's really drove home his own thing. And he always kind of did. He never really leaned on 100% like the Hobson Funk Volume, like, you know, clout or whatever. So I can respect the grind there. However, the two pieces that they're trying to put together right now, it's interesting because you have the workshop and then you have like the music at the end, and it's really like a show. Who's performing at the show? Is Futuristic doing a show? Like, is he going to do a full set? Is he just going to like basically let an open mic, you know, turn up after the workshop is over? Like, what does that exactly look like? I don't know, but I would bet he's going to be pushing his music, his services, his product, Indie Amplify. And that, to me, that's the moneymaker. The shows and the events are just a way to get people to the real marketing ploy, which is pushing the products and services of both of these guys.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I mean, okay, to respond back to that properly, we got to understand that the initial connection and where all of this started and the whole underground scene started was a very genuine place. And what people loved about it and why they invested in it is because it seemed like the purest way to have a genuine connection between yourself and the audience. And like from or the artist. And because that worked for these people to be successful, it is almost turned into a parasitical thing, it seems like. And it doesn't really seem to be helping the music per se, but they're leaning into the people who did not know, or people who are still hanging on to the dream. They've turned what made them successful in the first place into something very disingenuous. And that is kind of what's crazy about it. Now, mind you, they've made a lot of people successful to a certain extent. There's people,
Ooh,
Ali Dominic is one of them. Not even that my brother worked too closely with him, but he entered my brother's competition. It was one of the first ones he ever won. He was also somebody who was destined for success anyways, regardless of it. And so
so you think what, and just to kind of interject for a moment, like you think what your brother did early on with the competition is one of the core driving factors to their success?
it's how my brother became successful, was entering Don't Funk Up My Beats. That was his first major exposure. And when it was actually a genuine thing, people were getting signed off of that. He literally built a whole, he's a product of entering those competitions. And it's sad because my brother is almost one of the purest spirits doing it, which is crazy.
What did it cost to enter in the Dunk Funk Up Our Beats contest?
Like $20.
Nope.
It was free initially.
It was free initially, and then as the years went on, this is what I'm saying. I was there and watched all of this unfold from the beginning. And earlier when I was saying it's the same thing with a different mask on it, same pig, different lipstick. That's what I mean. We have seen this done over and over and over again. And look, like I said, from a business perspective, it's a good business strategy. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the strategy. If artists are willing to shell out money to go to this event, then they can. However, early on with all these things you're saying, they started off free. I think we agree. Yeah, I think we agree on that. Like I think
it's a good premise of bridging the gap between the audience and the star or the artist that they look up to is what we'll use in this.
And that's where it gets a little dicey for me in this particular instance, right? Because the external benefits for anybody that's, going to this workshop and then, planning, there's going to be a lot of rappers that want to go to an open mic and like spit some bars in front of Futuristic and Kato. And like, there's potential networking opportunities there for anybody that goes up there and kills it. Of course, like a producer like Kato or somebody like Futuristic, like there's an opportunity there to work directly with those artists then, right? Like that's inherently, visible to anybody that's looking at this whole scenario. However, I don't see anything in here that's setting anything up for this open mic. Like, is this going to be a live stream event and we're going to be able to see videos of all the performances? Is there going to be like some kind of well-produced product at the end for all these artists that are paying to go do an open mic and they can leave this event with, a freaking 45-second clip of their performance at this event? That's the type of stuff that benefits the artist. It benefits both of these brands. And I feel like if they're not doing that, that's a pretty big missed opportunity that could help everybody, regardless of the cost of entry to these things. Because Team Backpack did the same crap, and I used to piss and moan about them. They'd charge people. They'd say, we're going to select a few people. And then it was essentially anybody that was willing to pay could go to Team Backpack and drop a verse, and then they would only put the best ones on their main channel, and then they throw everyone else to the dumpster channel. That's how it went. So
really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Well, I mean, and Team Back was somebody who supported my brother very early on. So it's fun.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This is the same thing. We're just merging a workshop with a Team Backpack cipher at the end. Like that's all this crap is to me. Except for you're not even getting the benefit of the show. Like
I'm looking at the ticket prices. I gotta share this. Have you've seen the ticket prices?
Yeah, it starts out like moderate, and then it goes up for like VIP packages.
It's
and features.
Ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Let me share this. Holy crap. These prices are ridiculous, bro. And you like okay, that's the wrong thing. But so the ticket prices it says general admission is 20.
Are you able to share those on the screen by chance?
Yeah, I can. I just got to click the right screen to share.
Yeah. No, take your time, man.
Because this is ridiculous. And let me get this on. Is it still sharing?
Yeah, it's sharing. It's just showing.
Oh, but it's sharing the
Kato's
wrong
Instagram.
screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is ridiculous. The prices that they have for the VIP pass. And no wonder they only need to sell 40 tickets.
Oh, dude, the VIPs are nuts. Like, I was looking at the VIP prices. I'm like, holy frick. And then I'm looking at what you get, and I'm like, something ain't smelling right here, you know. And the sad thing is, and you know, I'll let you.
Well, it's not even very specific. Can you guys see it? Okay.
I can only see the dates right now. It says come into these cities.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Also, I mean, bro. First off, personally, I live in the same city as Kato, and I'm Futuristic's brother, and that does no benefits for me in any way, shape, or form. I've hung around these guys countlessly. I don't even think Kato has ever heard my music. It's coming soon to Portland, Salt Lake City, Albuquerque. And this is a lie too. It doesn't mean it's going to come to all those cities.
I'm sure it's planning to one day, maybe.
I'm sure it's depending on how well it does.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, again, dude, like I have seen this before, and if it's done properly, you know, look, with all the and people are gonna watch this, they're gonna think I'm hating. Like, I'm not hating. Like, I think,
Joe. I am trying not to hate. No. I want you to understand. I am a big brother here. I want to be proud of these things. When
5,000,
he called me all the time when he was making Indie Amplify. And he was like, what do you want it to do for people? And I said, not make them feel taken advantage of.
It's only $5,500, DaZ, for the Platinum Studio Pass. If you're serious, DaZ, hear me out. If you're serious about your craft, what is $5,500 to work with Kato and Futuristic?
Bro.
But dude,
if you're serious about your craft, you will take that 5,000 and go elsewhere. You're a fanboy if you will pay that price. It's interesting because you were
what comes with it? What comes with it? If you click on it, does it expand anything?
Does it matter?
Yeah. I'm curious.
Does it fucking matter?
I'm curious.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think it's on the Instagram post. Let me see.
It says
how many tickets are there for the VIP? Let me see.
Scroll down on the screen and it'll tell you. It'll give you the details.
I'm looking at it.
Okay.
All inclusive. Oh my.
Because I saw it already. I already know what.
I don't even want to say it out. Okay, wait. The platinum pass is the 5,000 one. Okay, so we will look up what that comes with. Okay,
if you scroll down on the screen,
private 2-hour recording session with Futuristic and Kato. Feature from Futuristic. Exclusive beat produced by Kato. and full VIP access to all events.
So you're
I
getting
gotta. I'll
you're
put
getting a
this on the
beat,
screen. I'll put
you're
it on the
getting an
screen.
exclusive beat, you're getting a feature from Futuristic.
Breakfast and a reach around to come. Oh,
I mean, look though, like how much like that, but that this is what I'm saying. It's if you're I think there's levels to this crap, right? But I think that the people that they're trying to market to, who are going to be at a level of needing to go to a business course, essentially, like they're not at the place of spending $5,500 on a mother effing feature. I'm sorry. If you're going to a $40 course on how to run your business, you ain't in a position or ready to be spending 5,500 effing dollars on a beat and a feature that truthfully you probably don't even belong on. I'm gonna just say it.
I mean, and just so y'all know, I am not making this up. This is fucking ridiculous. This makes no, and like, here's the whole thing that they don't say. It doesn't come with any promotion
Right.
once the song is made.
Unless it's dope. If it's dope, then I'm going to promote it. That's what everybody always says, you know. And then it's like some scrub who, you know, got $5,500 laying around because, you know, I think this is really well timed too, because I mean, taxes are coming up, you know, you come up with your $5,500 paid off with the taxes in a couple months, you're good. I'm just saying, like, again, it's all about who's their target market, right? Their target market are rappers who are in a position that they need help. If you need help, you're not helping anybody
Look
by
at the
taking
look
their
on their face.
$5,500.
Look at the look on their face, bro. Especially
Let's look at the flip side though, DaZ, because I think it's important that we talk about the other side, because I can sit here and cry and piss and moan for, you know, the souls of all the rappers that are going to be lost in this. But I think it's important to also call out that if you're stupid enough to go and pay $5,500 to go get a feature and a beat, then and also try to learn about music business at the same time. If you're trying to do all three of those things at the same time and you want to spend $5,500 on this feature and it goes nowhere and it doesn't propel your career and it gives you 10,000 views on YouTube, then that's your own mother effing problem. I'm washing my hands of the whole situation. Don't come crying to me, asking me for an expose episode on Another Day in the Underground, because it ain't happening. We're talking about it right here. And if you decide that you want to make these ridiculous, stupid moves on your own, then that's your choice and you can. And so, like, I can't hold Kato and Futuristic accountable 100% for the stupidity of rappers and people, because they're buying into the dream that is being sold to them.
well, you were just saying buying features is dead.
It is.
And Kato is at
Kato's
the
king of
forefront.
that. Kato's the king of that, dude. He's
He's
out here
only done it twice.
Yeah, but dude, him and every other producer, every other rapper is giving away features for free on every single social media platform for every artist in the world to jump on. There's no like a $5,500 feature in 2023 is one of the stupidest things that you could ever do. Period.
You know,
Period.
I DM'd Kato, right? Because he, you know, he followed me on Instagram and all that kind of shit. You know, so like, I mean, bro, I've been around these people. Like, you know, I came out the same nutsack as one of them, for God's fucking sake. You know, one of my homies had Kato bought Kato's beats, produced more than half of his album, right? And I DM'd Kato and I was like, yo, this guy invested in you, all this kind of stuff. Are you at least gonna share it on your story? We did a full video, everything. Now, mind you, the guy was not the best rapper, but he invested in himself and he put together a product. You know, we did the video, all that. And I like what he said was, I didn't like it.
Right.
You got to respect that honesty, right? You got to respect that honesty. I fell back when he said that. But to a certain extent, it doesn't matter.
But it does.
If it is solid enough, like, okay, is everybody going to stop following Kato if he shares that?
No, but
obviously a lot of people pour into him. Okay, what's your defense?
Here's my point to this whole thing. When you're selling a service or a product to people, there's two frames of mind that you have, right? You have the, I'm going to have a very exclusive product. Very few people are going to be able to have access to my product. And so I can control who gets my product. Then you have the other flavor. Sell my product to anybody that has $50 and I'll lease a freaking beat to anybody. I'll sell a $250 beat, a $1,000 beat, a $5,000 beat to whoever. I don't care. It's all about money.
Work.
Right. But
then pretending like you have integrity.
But this is what I'm saying. If that's who you are, if you're willing to just sell it to whoever to make the money, which he's a business, if I don't know Kato. I have respect for what he's done. I think he has a quality product. However, I don't know his frame of mind and what his strategy is when it comes to selling his beats. I would assume, like any other like smart business person, he wants to make as much money as humanly possible, which means that if Joe Schmo over here wants to buy a $1,500 beat, he's going to sell Joe Schmo a $1,500 beat. And when Joe Schmo comes around, who wasn't ready for a $1,500 beat, who sucked, he may have put another 10 grand into a video, another 5 grand into going to the studio, another 3 grand into getting another feature so that he could have someone carry him on the track. All that doesn't matter, because if the final product isn't up to Kato's standard with his beat that he sold, he's not going to share the crap because it looks bad for his brand to have some crappy rapper rapping on his beat. That's why these guys are giving away beats for free.
It's bad for his brand to sell. Okay, yeah, right. I get that. Like, but how much attention do you have to get before it's good enough for him? And how much is it attention based? Because the Nancy Pelosi shit is not that good. It's really not. He's literally like a college boy who freestyles every now and again going on there. That's what he sounds like. And I'm trying Joe, I'm trying my hardest to not go in, but every time there's a good point protecting them, there's another element of bullshit that comes
again,
in. Like, how much pressure is Kato's wife putting on him to not have to pay all the bills? She's a lawyer.
But no, like
these niggas. But I'm gonna.
No, you go. You run with that one. Keep going.
No. It's Go on.
All I'm saying is those two different tactics that I mentioned earlier. It's always either one or the other, right? Like, and one financially is always, when you sell to anybody, it's better financially. You reach more people, you get further faster. The other one, it's a slow, long, unglorious grind and to maybe get somewhere, right? And look, if the rapper
he could have waited
enough,
why is it Kato's given advice from a pure place and done the TikTok bullshit, and his path would have probably been pretty similar.
But why is it Kato's or Future or anyone else's problem that a rapper decides that they want to spend the money?
That invest in them is a bigger stain on their name than doing shit like that.
Because it is. That's what I'm saying. Like, it hurts their brand to be surrounded and associated with rappers who are not on their level, but have paid the fee. And they want to take the fee, but then, do this. Again, like they want to take the money. They don't want to be associated with the end product that their product is part of. That's where this gets fuzzy and weird, okay? Because typically, if look, let's say I sold cars, right? And somebody I didn't like bought my car and they're freaking taking Instagram photos on it, but they're ugly as a mug. They're dressed horribly. Their pictures are trash. They're making my car look bad.
You're trying to compare things
what
that
am I
are
gonna
not
do?
the same.
What am I going to do? It's the same thing. You're selling a product.
not
Someone's
the
buying the
same.
product. They don't care who's buying the product. They just care that it's being sold.
Selling
Period.
a car is different than selling art. You can't compare.
Let's say you're painting a picture
You're
and
not
somebody wants to buy
preying
your
on
picture.
somebody's dreams and somebody's ambition to a little bit because they might really want the car that you're selling, right?
Look at Bugatti.
Or that brand.
Bugatti pulls the same crap. You can't just go into Bugatti and buy a Bugatti. There's a process to get into Bugatti.
But you know that.
Right.
You know that.
Right.
You don't even think about owning a Bugatti. They make you feel like you can own a Bugatti when you really can.
Bingo. That's it. That's this. You got rappers who thinking that they can go on a beat, a Bugatti beat, okay? Just because they got Bugatti money and they go in and they ain't ready for the mother effing Bugatti. Okay?
But you don't just have Bugatti.
They ain't ready.
You just don't have Bugatti. It's different. You're trying to, but the whole thing is artists need to do better. They need to do
Agreed.
Better.
Agreed. 100% agree with that.
There's people who are in these situations and aren't doing better. They're like, it's bro, and it's not the Bugatti Beats that he's selling. Okay,
he's selling the Camry Beats.
If it's a Bugatti, it's a 2001.
Okay, bad example, but you know what I mean. And no disrespect to Kato's Beats, okay? He's got some fire beats, but
I'm not saying he doesn't, but out of his catalog, the ones he's putting, the ones that are Bugatti Beats,
he ain't Timberland, okay? Like I get it. I get your point. You know, bad example, but you know what I mean.
No, look. Yeah, first off, he's not the Bugatti of Beats, which isn't even what I was saying. But he holds back certain beats. It's not like
for who?
Futuristic.
For artists he actually wants to work with.
Exactly.
And cares about. Yep.
Exactly. He makes them with them in mind, and probably for free.
The scraps go to everybody else. The rejects.
Yes.
I know how this works. I know.
Which is a 2000 Bugatti. The only thing that helps them is the fact that they are mixed well. The mixing alone can benefit some of the artists because people will be like, oh, the vocals are mixed bad, but this beat knocks.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, if they're doing the right, this is what I'm saying though. Like, this is what I'm talking about with the artists. Like, the artist should be getting the beat mixed. Like, it's as simple as that. You know, they should be sending the final product and getting their vocals mixed in with the beat. I mean, period. Stems all day long. Like, I mean, the beat being mixed is neither here nor there. It does help with selling the products. They sound better up front. You know what I mean? Like, you have a nice sounding beat when you're going through a catalog and you're like, dang, this thing's hitting. That's going to, outshow somebody that, maybe doesn't mix their beats as well and their crap's all over the place. But either way, that gets fixed later on down the line when you send it to somebody to mix and master the song. But
they will invest in the beat, the $50 beat,
the $500
beat for the mix.
They will. You're right. But dude, this is why in this situation, man, in 2023, I am going to try harder to put some of the blame on the artists. And people are going to hate. Now the artists are going to hate me. Before it was everybody else that hated me because I was 100% going in for the artists. But now that I've kind of taken a step back, I've kind of looked at the bigger picture. I feel like artists need to be held accountable for what they're doing and the moves they're making.
Everybody should be held accountable.
Absolutely.
It's messy on numerous levels. It's messy on a lot of levels because, like, it's what indie rap has turned into, to where if you're not doing these things, if you're not manipulating your fan base, if you're actually educating them without a price on it, you're looked at as a lesser artist. Like, oh, you want to help me for free?
What do you
Why?
know?
Why?
What do you know?
Yeah, literally.
Literally, I know. Trust me, I know. Yeah, dude,
What?
it just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm right with you though. Like I'm with you when it comes to like you're selling a dream, and that's what 90% of this product is. That's what a lot of this thing is. You're selling a dream. You're not only selling a dream, but then you're selling extra dreams to
Don't.
people who are already looking for a level 1 dream. You're coming in with a level 25 dream for $5,500. That to me just kind of rubs me the wrong way as a consumer. As a business person, though, looking at it from a strictly just a pure, I want to make money you're operating a business, I don't think it's a horrible idea. In fact, I think that there's things that they can do to level this up even more and have it become a combination of, hey, here's a workshop, here's a show, here's a team backpack cipher, and at the end, here's an actual real show where like Futuristic and Kato are doing their thing, and then they have like one person from the cipher gets to do a set or something. I don't know.
What is Kato gonna do? What is Kato gonna do?
He's gonna press play on the beat.
He's an internet.
He's gonna make the beats.
The nigga does not be outside. He does not actually be. He is a internet guy.
Everybody
dry. No, look, it's fine. But I'm gonna be me outside. The love that you see me show on TV, I might show way more off air. This is really who I am. If I pull up right now to you, Joe K, there will be no surprises. I'm not gonna come in there and be like, I'm not gonna be like, I'm cozy in this space. I'm cozy in my body. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You'll meet Kato on the street and be like, this guy's a fucking dweeb. And it's not just because he didn't go to the strip club with us.
Tell me more.
Yo, me, Ritz, and me, Ritz, Jaren, Kato, we were all at an empty show for Futuristic. It was star-studded.
Empty show?
Yeah, in Atlanta.
Because when was this?
Ritz, all of them live in Atlanta. So Ritz, Jaren, Kato.
When was this?
3 years ago.
Okay.
I mean, Atlanta is not their market. Why?
Right.
Because Future lives here. Young Thug lives here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a different.
It's hard to be impressed by them when there's you'll catch them at Waffle House. Well, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't even get the time of day when I'm with them. I don't got no features with these people. Why? Because I'm not playing those games to get there. And also, if you can't help your own brother, why are you sitting here? You don't even know how to call your own brother anymore. Let alone tell all these people that you can help them.
I mean, I think a lot of people have the ability to help people, but I think it's in how you go about it.
He's done stuff for me for sure, right? But like, I'm just saying, bro, hard work, consistency, really working, proper investments, being logical. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that 100%. I do want to hear more about your club story though. Because we
Yo,
got midway there. And it got cut off at the knees. So
no,
you,
he didn't want
Kato,
to.
Jaren walk into a strip club. No,
In Ritz, in Ritz.
and Ritz. Okay.
Yes. We walk into a strip club. Kato didn't go. He's got his wife. So
I respect that. I mean, what's wrong with that? I mean,
the
hey,
fuck?
if strip club's not his thing, why
It
are you
was
gonna
a
be in there
midget strip
throwing-
club. It was a midget strip club. It was a old lady strip club. It was a
That's
midget.
even less incentivizing. I mean, I'm not seeing the problem here, DaZ. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, frick.
Bro, don't get me started on Ritz. Trippy, don't get me started.
What happened with Ritz? What's wrong with Ritz?
Nothing. Bro, you're trying to cause some trouble here.
I didn't say anything. What do you mean? You're the one, telling the start of a great joke like Jaren Benton, Ritz, and Kato walk into a midget strip club.
It's it's just what happened. The proof is in the Claremont Lounge.
Oh, snap.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want artists to believe in themselves. Bottom line.
I think
They shouldn't even when their backs against bro. Okay, tickets aren't selling. What's the best way? Okay, we've got this whole audience full of rappers.
Oh yeah, dude, it's Team Backpack Cipher. I'm telling you, that's what this is.
Damn.
It's Team Backpack Cipher.
CPR being administered on Monday Night Football. Eek. Who's
Yikes.
playing, Milk? But I'll wait for that comment to come in. But I just want artists to start believing in themselves. You can enjoy the music, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, like, love them, whatever. Stop idolizing these people. I just want them to stop idolizing these people. They are honestly worse than the industry. At least.
I think you hit the nail on the head there. Like, I think that's what it is. Because I think that a lot of artists do believe in themselves. However, in believing in themselves, they get blinded by their own fandom with certain artists. And because they also believe in themselves and they're blinded by their fandom, they think that a $5,500 investment into one song with Future and Kato is going to bring them to the next level. And for some very few artists, it might. But for the majority,
and they
for
don't
the
care
ones
if
that
you're mad. They're used to you being mad. They don't give zero fucks. They got lawyers they can get whatever the fuck they need to squash your little anger out. It's like when I was in the police station and I'm telling the police, like, yo, I'm gonna hold your ass accountable. And they laugh and say, yeah, right. It is a sad situation. Please go stream my brother's new music. He hasn't had a song in his top 10 since fucking 2015. Enjoy it.
God dang.
It's great.
God dang.
It's great records, y'all. Bump Gucci. How could you? Bro, appreciate the art and be smart with the art that you're making. No fake shortcuts. Stop taking. And I would love for this to be something else. It felt bad just hearing about it. Looking at the prices, all of this kind of shit is disgusting. I'm terrified at the state of indie music. I go hard every fucking day. I put my name on the line. I put my relationships on the line to stand for something genuine. And I'm saying this like damn near in tears, dog. Literally, I'm damn near in tears. I see my friends in the comment sections of this shit wanting to do it.
Yeah, I think, I guess my final thought on the whole thing is artists, just be smart about where you're investing your money. And I think that there's a level to where everybody is that there's something that fits everybody's level. And if you're at a point where you feel like this fits your level, ask yourself, what am I going to gain from this? If you're dropping $40 and you want to go meet somebody that you really admire,
Cool.
okay, cool.
That is awesome.
I can't I can't even hate on that. You know what I mean? Like, it's $40, like, $40, whatever. If you're planning on spending hundreds, ask yourself, like, where am I at? What am I going to gain from this? And what I'd like to see from the overall product of this, where I think, for anyone that cares, or if they even see this at all or get to this length of the video or this part of the video, it's like, ask yourself as the business person, how am I benefiting these artists, not just my pockets? What am I doing to push hip hop forward, underground hip hop, for
Because
that matter?
we need a revamp. We need the shit flipped on its fucking head. That's what we need. There needs to be a new funk volume, a new strange music to rise up and do the right fucking thing and keep it that
And
way
and dude, I think there are elements of this that have some
happening.
really good potential to help people. I think there's a lot of good elements here. However, I think where there could be some improvement is just answering that one question. How can I make this more beneficial for the artists that are involved? That means, how can I make it more beneficial for the people who attend my workshop? How can I make it more beneficial for the people that are going to come to these ciphers thinking they're going to blow up? How can I make it more beneficial for the people that are dropping
Also,
thousands of dollars on this beat and this feature and everything else? Like, answer that question.
make sure your ducks are aligned. Like, yo, what kind of promo am I gonna get?
Exactly.
It
That's
doesn't matter.
number
How
one on
can
the
we
things to fix: the promo for the artists, not for you at the business, the artist.
you and do they he has a free book. He has a free book
We all
loaded
got
with
a free
game.
mother effing book. The book is called google.com. You go in their search engine, you start asking all the questions you want. Use the
Also,
resources.
be realistic with yourself. Is it for you? Is it not? Also, understand that this is a sport where consistency is key, and working hard and building genuine relationships. They could do that 2-hour session with you and make fun of you as soon as you fucking leave and never want to talk to you again.
You think they'd do that, though?
Yes, I've seen it.
Hmm.
I've seen it. Whether it was a paid interview, whatever. Obviously, they're going to appreciate that person somewhat. But if that
Appreciate their
person,
money.
yeah. Shout out Trippy Wild. Don't be a slave to the game, bro. Like, there's other ways. If we change the way that we support these artists and change the way that we think of them, the game can be how it's supposed to be. Because dang near, the audience is made putting out audience, the powers that be, the things that people gravitate towards And we don't got to call my brother a jerk because they're regular people and regular people do that shit all the time. It's a very regular thing to do. Like making fun of the person who just ordered food at the restaurant you worked at. Shout out Tredo. Like, bro, like, let's be more realistic and let's work harder. It's just that simple. The world has lost its fucking mind.
Dude, it's people. It's a lot of it, man. It's trying to evolve with what's happening, and if these guys could just sit in their rooms and make music and make millions of dollars off of music still today from what they did in the past, I bet you a lot of this nonsense would be cut out. But because a lot of people are trying to find ways to get extra streams of revenue and continue to build and be relevant, they start having to do all these little oddball things, which they may be passionate about, right? Like maybe they don't want to make music anymore. They want to, teach people or whatever. But oftentimes it's due to, the other parts of the business being impacted by, just the current state of things. If I'm not selling beats anymore because there aren't a million rappers out here buying beats, well, maybe now I'm going to teach you how to make beats. How many times have we seen that? Maybe, I'm going to teach you how to become a rapper, because people aren't going to shows anymore. Maybe I'm going to teach you how to do this or teach you how to do that. Like people pivot all the times, and sometimes their intentions are good, but it's hard to know who's doing it for the right reasons and who's not, because at the end of the day, everybody's out there trying to get the same thing, dollars.
And I respect that. But
Same. I do too. Again, business perspective, hey, get your money. As a consumer, as somebody who loves underground hip hop, I hate a lot of this crap. But I think
nobody loves it. Nobody loves it more than me and you, bro. We live, breathe, eat, sleep it. And so we just want it to be better for everybody, including Kato, including all of that. So,
DaZ, you did it again, man.
What's that?
You did it again. You did it again. Just we touch on a topic, and it always puts things in perspective. Always puts things in perspective and gets me thinking even more about it every single time we end up talking about one of these things.
We love this shit. We love this shit. That's why we are here talking about it. We love it. We are a drop of water in a sea of poison. I like literally, man, they would love me if I didn't talk shit. If I didn't speak the truth, they would have loved Darren Saffron if he did not speak his truth.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can't be yourself is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yo, subscribe to the channel. If you have not already, subscribe to Joe K. Let's make it a new day in the underground. Let's make it a new day in the underground. Let's make Joe K smile for fucking once.
And not at you either.
Right. The only time Joe K smiles is when he's saying a vulgar joke
freaking idiots.
about the state.
You idiots. No.
Bro, it's wild out here. It's a fucking jungle. I show you how to move in a room full of vultures.
It's wild, dude. It's wild.
I'm a martyr in this bitch. I'm Fred Hampton in this motherfucker. They aren't even built like that no more, bro. So we got to stick together. We got to do this together, my guys. I love all y'all who stayed in and watched. Sorry for the rants, but this is our life, man. This is my everyday. So let's make it a new.
Thanks for having me on, DaZ. I
You
appreciate
are
it.
you already no. All right, y'all. Peace.